Ooh. They all wearing masks?
He just said he's going to light it.
They don't see it anywhere else. Do they look see at some of those old vehicles?
Yeah.
Police Headquarters. My name is Inspector Bob Bruce, and it's a pleasure to be here today in such good company. I'm joined this morning by OPP Commissioner Gwen Boniface, and before I invite her to the podium, I would like to introduce a few people that have joined us as well today. With us this morning is Kristopher Knowles. Kristopher is on a Canada-wide walking tour to help Canadians like himself who need an organ transplant. The Commissioner will speak a little further about that in a moment. Also joining us is one of Kristopher's biggest fans, Mr. George Marcello, who will also say a few words in a minute. And as well, Detachment Commander from Orillia Detachment, Inspector Jim Zarka, who has also joined us this morning. Commissioner Boniface, please.
Well, good morning, everyone, and let me welcome you. It's a great opportunity to welcome Kristophers Wish campaign to the OPP General Headquarters. And we're especially pleased to meet Kristopher, a young man of extraordinary determination and courage, and I understand a great kid with a great spirit. Kristophers Wish campaign is Kristopher's doing. The OPP is honored to be able to help mark day 76 of an important Canada-wide trek. Your campaign holds a special place in the hearts of all OPP employees. Kristophers Wish is a powerful reminder how important the gift of life is to those who are in need of an organ transplant. We support your efforts, Kristopher, to get the message out that organ and tissue donation is important. We support your efforts to encourage people to think about organ donation and what each of us can do now to help the thousands of people in Canada who are on waiting lists. You have taken on a tremendous challenge. A 353-day walking tour of a country as big as Canada is a tremendous undertaking. You are giving up time with your family and friends, and certainly traveling through Ontario in the winter months is no easy feat. Your concern for others in your situation, those needing an organ transplant, and your determination to do something about it is truly inspirational. You are a very special young man, someone who is working hard to make a difference. And let me assure you, you are doing just that. You are making a difference. To show the OPP's great appreciation for what you are doing and to express our support, we'd like to present you with some mementos of your visit to OPP General Headquarters. So I'd ask you to come forward. Today, we're pleased to make you an honorary member of the Golden Helmets Precision Motorcycle Team for your duration of your trek across Canada. As well, we have an OPP Golden Helmet ball cap for you, a Golden Helmet poster signed by all the officers who ride in the OPP Golden Helmets. They are certainly fans of yours. Everyone here today is a fan. We are proud to be able to lend our support to your efforts to build greater awareness about the life-saving potential of an organ donation. And we wish you the very best of luck for your Kristophers Wish campaign and for your own personal journey. And we welcome you as the newest member of the Golden Helmets. This will give your honorary staff. Big round of applause.
Kristopher, can you say a few words, please? Thank you.
First, I'd like to thank my worker. On my left, road manager George Marcello. In the back, holding the camera, assistant road manager Biliary. At the back, doing the cameraing, my dad / driver, Kelly Knowles. Hi, my name is Kristopher Knowles. I'm 13 years old. I've been waiting for a liver my whole life. The disease that caused me needing a liver is called Biliary Atresia. It is the common disease among infants. Most infants die shortly after birth. So far, I've been fortunate enough to still be alive. I've been in and out of the hospital most of my life. I've had over 20 operations that saved my life. I'm doing this walk to bring awareness to the shortage of organ and tissue needed. I'm walking across Canada to save the 4,000 men, women, and children that are in need of an organ. I'm trying to inspire everybody to be an organ donor. Tell your friends and family that you want to be a donor. Please don't take your organs to heaven. Heaven knows we need them here. And I'd like to thank the town of Orillia and the OPP police for taking part of this. Alone I can't do this, but together we can. Please make my wish come true. Thank you. And can we have you come up here, please? I forgot your name. We'd like to present you with the Gift of Life pin for our campaign and a poster for Day 76 to show us for you helping us on Day 76.
Kristopher, I just want you to know that today in this room, you're the only one that could forget the commissioner's name. Good for you. Mr. Marcello.
Thank you. Just going to mention a few facts about organ and tissue donations. And the good news is that today we have a cure. It's called organ transplantation. And Canada actually leads the world when it comes to medical advances. We have some of the best surgeons in the world. But the sad news is that Canada is ranking as one of the lowest rates when compared to the rest of the world. The good news is that all major religions do support this issue, and 95% of Canadians support this issue. The sad news is that almost every other day somebody is passing away not receiving this precious gift. The best news is that we are so happy that the Ontario Provincial Police has stepped up to the plate and helped out with this very important issue. Our mission is to fill Kristophers Wish, which is to help save the nearly 4,000 Canadians from coast to coast that are presently on the waiting list. Our mission is to fill Kristophers Wish, which is to help save the nearly 4,000 Canadians from coast to coast that are presently on the waiting list. There's almost 1,700 Ontarians that are on the list. And we are so grateful that before the campaign started on January 8, 2004, we received a call from the Ontario Provincial Police stating that they were very interested in helping out Chris. And since then, we've had a very good eye on us throughout the whole province. And I'm really happy to say that that's a really good feeling, knowing that we can arrive safe in each community and that we have such a prominent organization like the Ontario Provincial Police to take part in this very important campaign. While I'm here, I'd also like to thank a local sponsor, the Comfort Inn, who helped us with accommodations last night. And also like to thank the Trillium Gift of Life Network, which is the provincial agency that works under the Ontario Ministry of Health. And they're also our partners. Together with these very prominent organizations, we feel that we can help make Kristophers Wish a campaign. And on behalf of Step-by-Step, Kristophers Wish, and all the volunteers, we are so happy and honored to be here today. Thank you.
Kristopher, you are definitely a remarkable young man. Anyone who has faced fear in their life, you are like a shot or an injection of courage. And the OPP and everyone in this country hopes that God shines and smiles on your prayers and answers them during your journey. Thank you. Now I would like to ask the official party to form up behind Drill Sergeant McGinnis, who will be leading them out the main entrance of the building. Photographs can be taken just outside the building where our Golden Helmets Precision Motorcycle team members will be. Thank you very much for joining us today.
can turn the flash off, Billy. That way you can just snap, 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 snap like crazy. It'll just click away. Just click, click, click. We'll worry about the fuzzy ones later. Yep. And you don't have to wait for it to charge. Just snap, snap, snap. As fast as you pull the trigger, you can.
How do you want this, Raymond? Okay, there you go. Let's take them off the photograph. Oh, I don't care. Where's our media person? Okay, let's have the flags on this side and the... Set or
Just keep snapping, Billy. You get lots of this. You'll never get another chance. Just snap. Take the video running. Well, I don't know, yeah. Need somebody to get up to the front of the line and get some, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You open? Oh, I get it. Yeah, just sort of.
George wants to follow. You going to be in front of the helmet or no, they know the way. They know where to follow you.
Hey, are you, Pop your head out there, Chris. Let me squeak by you, George.
He's not sitting back waiting for something to happen. He's trying to make things happen. He's definitely out there trying to make a difference on his own. And it's quite incredible to think that a 13-year-old boy could organize obviously with support from others, organize a campaign that goes nationwide. So we're very privileged to welcome him this morning and to hear his message. So I think we are ready. Kristopher, here's Kristopher Knowles.
This special walk Kristopher is undertaking is of great importance to raise further awareness for organ donations. The courage and stamina that Kristopher has shown is clearly evident, and Mr. Dunlop applauds his heroic efforts. I recall the time George Marcello walked through our region after receiving his liver transplant, promoting and raising awareness for the importance of signing donor cards and giving someone a chance to receive the precious gift of life. Our office staff had the pleasure to accompany George on the walk as far as Soldiers Memorial Hospital. May we offer our best wishes to Step by Step and Kristophers Wish for all future endeavors. Thank you.
Also bringing greetings is His Worship Mayor Ron Stevens.
Thank you very much and good morning. It's a great pleasure for me to be here today to help Kristopher on his walk. He's taken on a very, very big challenge, as we all know, and I know that he will be successful. Joining me this morning is one of our members of council who's no stranger to Troy High School, Councilor Ralph Lowell, who's here as well. He's the past chair of your Parents Association, I believe, as well. So we welcome him to join us. This is a very serious thing that Kristopher has embarked on in terms of organ donation. It's a serious thing in the fact that most of you sitting here this morning could begin to envision that you may possibly be a donor someday at your age. The fact is that that's a very real possibility that unfortunately we can't determine when we're going to die and what age we're going to die at. But I know that when your parents, for example, are faced with that, if they ever were, it's a very difficult thing, and that they want you desecrated in your body designated in such a way that it would not be fitting to you. The bottom line is that you to talk to your parents and say, this is what you really want. You want to be able to help somebody else. And in Christopher's case, he's looking for a liver, other needs heart, other needs eyes, other needs neck. There's so many things that your body can give. I know that my driver's license, for example, for over 20 years has had on there very clearly that I wish to donate whatever organs I have to whoever needs them. I have never deviated from that. And I would encourage all of you to talk to your parents about it. This is not a decision that you can make on your own. It's one that you must talk to your parents about. I know I'm coming out a little heavy here, but I'm a very strong believer in the organ donation program. I think it's imperative. We are, as a modern country today, we should be ashamed of ourselves and how little we do in this regard. So I would encourage all of you to talk to your parents about it, tell them what you would like to do, and should it happen to you. And to Kristopher, I say to you, thank you for doing what you're doing, and I know that in the end, you will get your liver, and a lot of other people will get the organs that they need as well. So on behalf of the City Council, I congratulate you on what you're doing, and I wish you every success. Thank you very much.
Students, and now I'd like to hear from Kristopher.
First, I'd like to thank my road crew. Behind me, road manager George Marcello. On my left, beside the pop machine, assistant road manager Biliary Atresia. And behind all the people, beside the garbage cans, my dad/driver Kristopher Knowles. Hi, my name is Kristopher Knowles. I am 13 years old. I've been waiting for a liver my whole life. The disease that caused me needing a liver is called Biliary Atresia. It is a common disease among infants. Most infants die shortly after birth. So far, I've been fortunate enough to still be alive. I've been in and out of the hospital most of my life. I've had over 20 operations that saved my life. Doing this walk to bring awareness to the shortage of organ and tissue needed. I'm walking across Canada to save the 4,000 men, women, and children that are in need of an organ. I am trying to inspire everybody to be an organ donor. Tell your friends and family that you want to be a donor. Please don't take organs to heaven. Heaven knows we need them here. And I'd like to thank the town of Orillia and your school for your support. Alone, I can't do this, but together we can. Please make my wish come true. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristopher. And now Mr. George Marcello. Thank you, Kristopher. And now Mr. George Marcello.
Thank you. What we're going to do now is take this tape off. And we're going to do a Q&A. We call it Up Close and Personal with Chris. From our experience, we know this is a pretty yucky subject, right? But nobody wants to think about when they pass away. And that's why we feel that the Q&A is probably the best part of the whole thing. But before we do that, I want to, on behalf of Step-by-Step and Kristophers Wish, we want to say thank you to the Comfort Inn, who helped us with accommodations last night. Also want to thank the Mayor Stevens for coming out here, and also the MPP Garfield Dunlop's office once again for coming out. Thank you. And I want to thank your principal for doing a heck of a job walking this morning. And also, is there any students here that walked this morning?
Can you please stand up? Let's give them a round of applause. And I also want to thank the OPP, who we are so proud and happy and grateful that they've been assisting us throughout the whole province so far. We're on day 76 today, and I think we've gone through about 40 communities where they've been there every day. And, you know, they're making sure they're keeping an eye on us, making sure that we arrive safe and everything's good and everything. So the OPP being beside us every step of the way through the province of Ontario has been great. And I want to thank the students here that are gathered, because this is a very, very important message. So I want to begin by having the first brave soul to ask a question. It's usually that first person that's the bravest. Come on, okay. Oh, there's him. Do you usually raise your hand first in class? No. Do you have a question for Chris?
Yeah, I do.
Chris.
What's your favorite choice of footwear for walking?
I prefer like Adidas or well, it doesn't really matter in the count. It's something that fits, but something that's warm and that tucks to my feet, that keeps me not having blisters.
Next question. Right here.
I could die no matter what, because they won't have anything else to do. Because my liver's like so messed up that they can't go in with like a plastic liver or anything else, or half a liver. I have to have the whole liver. So if something goes wrong, I could die automatically.
Yeah, how many people did you say need a liver transplant? Like, I think you said the number for that.
Probably 12 or 1,300 waiting for a liver, but there's about 4,000 people on the waiting list right now for organs. Well, I'm off and on first on the list, but see if I'm supposed to be in the hospital sick right now, but I don't like the hospital, so I don't go to it. And there's people sicker than I are in the hospital waiting for livers or any other organ, but mostly livers for me. And they'll get it first before I will. So if there's no one in there sick, I'll get it. And then, so I'm off and on the list first. I don't go to school now, but I have correspondence over the internet and stuff, and I have to write a journal every day and do about 2.5 hours of email. And you guys can email me on www.kristopherswish.ca.
Where did you start walking?
I started in Sarnia on January 8th, 2004, and we're doing 76 communities in Ontario. Then we're heading out west, and then BC, Victoria will fly to Toronto for a 3-week period, and I might be able to throw a pitch at a Blue Jays game. And then we'll fly to St. John's, Newfoundland, and then walk back to Toronto, and it'll be done December 25th, 2004. Well, if it's serious, they'd put you on the list right away. But if it's not, they'll probably do like, I don't know, 5 years.
Well, what usually happens, if you're suffering with a terminal disease, most mostly it's organs. There's a waiting list that your doctor will recommend you to try and get on. So there's a waiting list for the waiting list, actually, to try and get on the waiting list. So once you're on that waiting list, then you get a beeper and everything. And Chris can actually tell you a little bit more about the beeper.
Well, I have a beeper in the back. My dad's carrying it on his camera couch. And it's called Life Pager. Like the other ones, they'd beep and they wouldn't show like a number or something. So they made it with new ones, and it's called Life Page. And if it rings, they'd show you the phone number who called you, so you get a call back. Because last time you get like prank calls and you think it would happen, and it's not. It's just a prank call. And we didn't know who called us. But this one time I was in the motorhome playing with the beeper, and I didn't accidentally set it off. I meant to set it off, and my dad freaked because he thought it was real, and I thought it was a joke. But I'll never do it again. It is a disease, well, first I was born without a common bile duct and half of my bowel missing. Okay, and just even the yes with my dad. Okay. And then on my liver, you know how you have those ductwork / tubes, you know, the tubes on your liver? Well, I was born without any, so there was nothing hooked up to my liver, so it didn't really work. So they went in and they did like a side procedure. They took a piece of my bowel and attached it to my intestines.
Liver.
Hmm?
Liver. Liver.
Oh, liver, okay. And that was my first saving surgery. And then over the past 13 years, I've had over 20 operations to like keep me going. And because of the liver, my liver's flowing the wrong way, so it's causing these blood vessels in my throat. And I'd have to go in every 3 weeks to have surgery done to get them out. And they'd stick a tube down my throat and shove little elastic bands. And then in 3 to 5 weeks, they'd fall off. And I have to go in every 3 weeks to get them. And I've had over about
40.
40?
Not quite, just shy.
About 40 to 30 bands done. No, they stopped because I didn't need them anymore. They just want to wait until I get them.
We got time for 2 more questions over here.
What's the process for getting a donor card, or like how do you donate organs?
You have when you get your license, when you like turn 16, 17, you'll get your license and it'll come with a donor card. And if you sign it and put it in your wallet, and like if something happens to you, they'll find it in your wallet. But sometimes they won't be able to find you because you'll get separated with your clothes or your wallet and stuff, so it won't be with it. So that's why you tell your parents, because your parents have the last consent of donating your organs, because you'll get separated with your clothes or your wallet and stuff, so it won't be with it. So that's why you tell your parents, because your parents have the last consent of donating your organs. So it's mostly to tell your parents, as if you can, try to sign the card.
Also, we're going to drop off. Okay, final question at the end.
How far do you go today?
Well, we only do one city a day, but I walk about 5 to 10 kilometers a day. Pick up one school, then they walk with me, and then we go to another school, and then do the little press conference. And then after we eat, and then we head off to the next city.
Thank you very much. Great question.
Thank you, Kristopher. Thank you, George. Kristopher, I really appreciate you bringing the message to the school here, and I can assure you of 2 things: that everyone here will give your message serious thought, This is a very, very caring school. I've seen that firsthand all year long. The number of events that we've supported in terms of charities and community events is amazing. So I think that your message will be well received. And I think the other thing that I can assure you of is that everyone here is very impressed by your guts. So congratulations. To come forward, Mr. Childs, Holly Dewar, come on forward on behalf of TLC. We have a presentation to make.
Anyway, I hate to repeat what Mr. Garrett has just said. I think on behalf of the entire school, we'd like to say thank you so much for coming here, and I really hope that everyone here will take a donor card because it's really important. And on behalf of the staff and students, we just want to say thank you. And Holly has something to say.
On behalf of the TLC Club, we'd like to donate this check for $100 to your charity. And we wish you the best of luck on your trip.
And thank you to all for joining us this morning for this assembly. We'll return to classes now.
Where's the rank?